What's going on, folks? It is I, Nightstargamer, and I'm here with a bit of an update. So, there's going to be some changes on the channel uh, for a couple reasons, but the main reason is that, as some of you may know from past streams and recordings, and even some of my posts on like Twitter and Blue Sky and that kind of stuff, but the floor beneath me is caving in, and it's been making just the whole process very difficult. Um, and I'll actually show you guys what the floor looks like, just so you guys have a visual of what it is currently. So like, this is basically where I stream. Like right now, I'm like normally this is where I sit. By the way, um, so like everything's caved in, everything's rotted. Like like the room smells like rotted wood. It's very damp. The air's very thick. Um, and it's just not like it's not pleasant to record at best, and at worst, it's actually just kind of dangerous and bad for my health. Um, like I am asthmatic, so the smell is make me choke quite often, and like because I can't position my chair in a good spot, I'm constantly having to like even now I'm actually on a lean. Like you guys may notice, like like I can't actually get into a good spot even where I am, where I'm actually sitting up straight. So I constantly have to like lean a lot of the time unintentionally in order to like kind of be upright in the camera. And this has caused so much pain and discomfort. Like, and I have bad knees. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and so one being down this damp room doesn't help at all. And then having to like try and like balance myself, like turn myself with my spine to try and be straight, and then like balance myself with my knees, and like a lot of the time I'm like kind of sitting on my knees, if that makes sense. Really, even though I have this chair underneath me, I'm using my knees to try and like keep balance, and it's been causing just a lot of pain, discomfort, and some of you guys may notice with like my past recordings, a lot of coughing and stuff like that because it's just hard to breathe down here. So there is going to be a bit of a change, and that is one of the reasons. The other reason is I do want to focus on making more game reviews or retrospectives and that sort of stuff. And like before, I wasn't too worried. Like I figured I could do that stuff. I could write. I could record. I could do all that stuff. But with how the floor is, it is taking me longer to actually get stuff done because I have to only like before I could sit down, 5 hours, 6 hours or so, do my recording. Next day, do my editing. But I'm learning with how bad the floor is. I'm having to take more frequent breaks. I'm having to just kind of mess up my schedule quite a bit to the point where I don't have time to sit down and write. And when I do have the time, I just don't want to. Like it really does like hurt to sit like down here and work. I even tried using a stool for a little bit, and like that does work better, but also there's no back support on a stool. Like it's not a great situation. So I figured um, I might as well take this opportunity, try and turn a bad situation into a positive one. So the floor, from what my landlord said, should be fixed in May. He told me that like the contractor he hires is on vacation. He'll be working back in May, so he'll get the guy to do stuff in May. So, fingers crossed, things get done in May and actually get done right. I've had issues in the past, but hopefully things get done right. Um, but I figure for now, you know what, I'll turn this bad thing into a positive and take this time to adjust my schedule a bit more. Because like I've been noticing some things. I've been noticing like the longer videos, 5 days a week. Like I don't really typically care about views and stuff. I do still want people to see my stuff. Um, so when I'm uploading 5 days a week and by and get like less views than just like the VOD upload I do tells me that like I think there's an oversaturation issue, right? Um, so I'm thinking take this time. I'll still do like maybe one episode a week, like the Wednesday uploads. Just do those. Right now that's Minecraft. I'll change that up at some point as well. But keep the uploads very simple. And in the meantime, like I'll still try and stream. It's still as like it's still uncomfortable, but I can stream a couple times a week over on Twitch, which is Nightstargamer on there if you want to follow me. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so and then in the meantime, I want to focus on writing a bit more. I have like a binder set up to start like writing stuff on paper. Because as I said, writing down here is just not pleasant. Writing, drawing, anything that involves this general space, it's not fun to do. Um, and not fun in like the I don't want to do it because it's unpleasant. It's unfun because like it's like you guys saw the floor. I don't feel like I need to explain myself. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. I want to focus on writing a bit more. I want to change what my current trajectory is, and hopefully in May, once I have like this routine figured out, once I have the floor fixed, hopefully I can get into about a routine of you know like balancing uploads and stuff a bit more. Maybe maybe one video a week and like one retrospective a month, or maybe even a couple a month if I can actually get that going. Like doing something like that does sound more at my speed, and then keeping like the gameplay stuff for like streaming and all that. Um, but also there was another another reason for this as well. Um, and I'm blanking on what that is. Thanks, ADHD. Got it. That took like 5 minutes of pondering. Okay, so um, the other thing that I need to focus on as well is that the landlord did tell me that in order for the guys to obviously replace the floor, I'm gonna need to empty the room, which makes sense. Um, the downside to that is that I still have a bunch of my mom and dad's stuff in my storage area, kind of not sorted yet, and that's kind of where I need to put this stuff when that day comes and they're gonna fix the floor. So I also need to focus a lot of my efforts on sorting through that stuff and organizing it and putting it into like piles of what I keep, what I get rid of, and uh, that's just a challenge in and of its own right. One is because I'm going through stuff with my mom and my dad who have recently passed away, and having to like sort through those memories and those just do I want to keep this thing? I don't have the room, but like I want to keep it because of blank, and if I do keep it, where am I going to store it, and that sort of thing. So, uh, and like originally, I thought I was going to have time to do that and to do everything else, but stuff has changed, and I figured I might as well take this opportunity to not only focus on writing a bit more and changing up the schedule a little bit, but to also focus on that stuff more, get that stuff done. So when uh, the landlord does go, hey, they're able to come down. Are you able to do it this weekend or this day? I can be like, yes, I'm good. Um, so yeah, and like the third thing I just remembered, but then I forgot. Oh jeez, man, having ADHD is not fun. I've had to record this like 6 times, and my brain's just not working. Um, yeah, it's probably not important, but yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at the moment. Kind of the situation, the plans going forward. It it's going to be a bit of a change, but hopefully it pans out and it was a good thing to do. I appreciate everyone who does watch my stuff for understanding. Uh, and yeah, I guess I'll see you all in the next video or stream. Bye for now.